Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Coordinator of S1 Management Study Program, Mr. Dr. Suherman MSI. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nilam Cahya, student majoring in S1 Management with a financial concentration. Today, I will report more about the internship that I did. Some of the reasons that motivated me to do an internship include: first, due to the lack of practice on the theory obtained during lectures and the lack of application in the world of work. Second, internship is one of the requirements to get a Bachelor of Management degree at UNJ. Lastly, this internship can improve my skill, knowledge toward the professional world. I did an internship at the Financial Services Authority at the monitoring section of financial services companies and the trading company monitoring subsection in Capital Market Supervision Department 2B. I did an internship for 2 months from May 1 to 30 June 2021 with a work from home mechanism starting from Monday to Friday. Working hours are for 7:10 a.m. to 15:15 p.m. and break time is from 12 to 13 p.m. The Financial Service Authority was established on Law Number 21 of 2011 concerning the Financial Service Authority. This institution is an independent body that has the function, duties, and authorities of regulation, supervision, examination, and investigation. As of December 31, 2013, banking supervision has completely shifted from Bank Indonesia to the Financial Service Authority, as well as marking the start of the full operation of the financial service authorities. Expanding the supervisory function of the non-bank financial industry, on January 1, 2015, the Financial Service Authority started the regulation and supervision of microfinance institutions. The vision of the Financial Services Authorities or OJK is to become a trusted supervisory institution for the financial service industry, protect the interests of consumer and the public, and be able to make the financial services industry a pillar of the national economy that is globally competitive and can promote public welfare. The mission of the Financial Services Authority or OJK is: first, releasing the implementation of all activities in the financial services sector in the orderly, fair, transparent, and accountable manner. Second, releasing a financial system that grows in a sustainable and stable manner. Third, protecting the interests of consumer and society. OJK's organizational structure consists of: first, OJK Board of Commissioner; second, implementing operational activities. The Capital Market Supervision Department 2B or DPM4 is led by the head of department. This department consists of 3 directorates, namely the Directorate of Financial Assessment of Service Sector Companies, the Directorate of Financial Assessment of Real Sector Companies, and the Directorate of Capital Market Supporting Institutions and Professionals. Each directorate is led by a director and has 2 deputies whose duties are in accordance with certain fields and sector of the companies. The deputy is led by the deputy director who has monitoring or assessment division and is led by the head of the division. Each division has subsections that have more specific tasks and responsibilities only for certain companies. Each subsection consists of 1 subsection head and 1 junior employee. The Financial Service Authority or OJK was formed with the aim that all activities in the financial service sector: first, organize it regularly, fairly, transparently, and accountability. Second, able to realize a financial system that grows in a sustainable and stable manner. And third, able to protect the interests of consumer and society. The Financial Service Authorities or OJK has the function of organizing an integrated regulatory and supervisory system for all activities in the financial services sector. The Financial Service Authority, or OJK, has the task of regulating and supervising financial services activities in the banking sector, capital market sector, and IKNB sector. First is Trading Company Monitoring subsection, with main duties is 1. Prepare materials for the formulation of supervision of transparency and fulfillment of the requirements stipulated by the applicable laws and regulation. 2. Report review. Third, implementation of supervision of transparency and fulfillment of requirements stipulated by applicable laws and regulation. Fourth, and data collection and management of issuer and the public companies for trading companies. The two main duties of Financial Services Company Monitoring section. First is prepare materials for the formulation of supervision of transparency and fulfillment of the requirements stipulated by the applicable laws and regulation. Second, report review. Third is as well as the implementation of transparency monitoring and compliance with the requirements stipulated by the prevailing laws and regulation for issuer and public companies for banking, insurance, financing, securities, and investment service companies. First is annual report review. The first step is to look for the annual report of the issuer or public company on the Indonesia Stock Exchange website in idx.co.id or the official website of the issuer or public company. After finding the annual report, the report is ready to be reviewed. I use the study aid provided by the Financial Service Authority. There are general instructions for using the study aid. General instruction helped me in doing the study. After understanding the general guidelines for conducting a study, I immediately conduct a study with an instrument that have been determined by the OJK in the Financial Service Authorities Regulation or POJK number 29 of 2016 concerning the provisions and contents of the annual report for issuer or public companies. I conduct a study by comparing the instrument that must be available in the annual report on the annual report of the issuer or public company. During the 2 months of conducting my internship at OJK, I has reviewed 13 annual reports with a duration of time for each annual report to be carried out for 2 days. Second is foreign exchange debt projection recap. The first step that must be taken in this assignment is to collect data or information on foreign currency debt for each company and prepare Excel to monitor the projection of this foreign currency debt. Attachment 1 consists of information on foreign currency debt submitted by the company. There are company debts or loans made domestically and abroad. There are also various types for foreign exchange, ranging from USD, Europe, and Japan, and others. While in Appendix 2, there is a projection of foreign currency debt payment made by the company. Attachment 2 contains data on the payment of the company's debts according to a predetermined period, per month or per year. After I collect data or information regarding debt of foreign currency debts and their payment projection, the next step is for me to transfer the data in the attachment into Excel, which has been integrated with all sectors of the company. Begin to transfer data according to their respective attachment. I must also adjust into summary with the companies and sector available in Excel. After completing the recap of the projection payment of foreign currency debt at the trading sector company, then Capital Market Supervision Department 2B or DPM4 will check and analyze related to the projection debt payment. For companies that do not pay their debts or loans according to the stipulated maturity, they will receive a letter from the Financial Services Authority to notify them to pay their debts immediately. The last is classifying small or medium scale asset issuer. I performs to calculate, transfer data, and also performs capitalization in doing these tasks. The first step that must be done is to collect the company's financial statement. In this task, I process data on 80 companies in the trade sector. In the financial statement, the first thing that must be observed is the total asset of the company, the name of the controller, of the share capital, and the average value of the market capital. The required annual report is an annual report in the financial year and 1 year before the financial year. In this case, I process data in 2019 and 2020. The company's financial statement can be accessed on the official website of the Indonesian Stock Exchange or idx.co.id or the official website of the related company. I required data into Excel to facilitate in classifying small or medium scale asset issuer. After the data on total asset, the main controller of share capital and the average market value have been recapitulated in one Excel. Then, I does the classification based on the data that is already available. The existing data is then input into the table for determining small or medium scale asset issuer. I determines whether the size of the issuer is included in small or medium scale asset or not, both in accordance with POJK number 43. Next, I determines whether the share capital controller is large or small controller. This can be seen from the percentage of share ownership. Large controller own more than 50% of the total share in the company. Assets owned by the share capital controller are also classified as to whether the assets are more than 250 billion rupiah or not. Next, I determines whether the average market capital value of the company is more than 250 billion rupiah or not. Issuers that are not included in small or medium scale assets are not required to implement the rules set by the Financial Service Authority through its regulation, namely POJK 43 and POJK 53. First, change in regulation from the Financial Service Authority in the transition period during a pandemic that I don't know about. Second, there are many companies that have not submitted their annual report and financial statement to the OJK, which make me have a longer time to complete the work given. Third, lack of communication between the participant of internship and the mentor, which sometimes causes misunderstanding. First is, look for information about the latest regulation that apply during the pandemic on the official website of the Financial Service Authority or ojk.co.id and ask the mentor. Second, look for the company's financial statement and annual report on the official website of each company. Third, provide reports on the work done to mentors every day and provide advice to mentors to hold online meetings via Zoom Cloud Meeting platform. First is, I can apply the knowledge that I get in the world of lectures and the world of organization and implement it in the world of work. Second, find out more about the duties, responsibilities, and obligations of issuer or public companies whose names have been registered with the Financial Services Authority. Third, understand the workflow carried out by the Capital Market Supervision Department 2B or DPM4 as its function, namely to supervise issuer or public companies. 4. To know more about the position, authority, and workings of the Financial Service Authority in carry out its duties, function as an independent institution of the Republic of Indonesia. 5. There is good cooperation between OJK and Jakarta State University as evidenced by the acceptance of students to conduct street vendors at OJK. So, the presentation of the internship report that I did, hopefully it can useful for friends who watch. If there's a mistake, please forgive me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.